think wins that fight?
I don't have to say my fighter. I'm not gonna come all the way over here.
No, of course. You think Gervonta's gonna win your fight? I mean, Triple G and Canelo.
I mean, I spoke on that fight before. You know, I leave that in the past. I'm trying to focus on my fighters and taking my fighters to the next level. You know, just in a short period of time, we made Mickey Bay world champion, Ishe Smith world champion, Badu Jack world champion, Gervonta Tank world champion. So we put guys in position to accomplish their dreams, and that's to become world champion and hopefully become a household name and become a pay-per-view star someday.
Triple G, you think Alvarez gets him?
Canelo beats Triple G easy. Yeah, he beat him. He stopped him.
He stopped him?
Yeah, he stopped him. They don't go the distance.
What advice do you give him, Floyd? Because everybody's calling him a coward and everything. What advice do you give Canelo?
I want to tell Canelo this. Live your life. Do what makes you happy, Canelo. Me as a fighter, Floyd Mayweather, for years they called me a coward. They said I was scared of Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's a Hall of Famer, hell of a champion. They said I was a coward. They said I was scared. They say so many different negative things about me. All that do is inspire me to work harder and keep pushing myself. And there's no limit to how far Canelo can go. I mean, he has a crazy fan base. But business sense, see, I understand business. That's why for his last fight, they had to take that fight to Dallas because they know that that fight wasn't going to do too well in Las Vegas. But I understand the business part, you know.
Golovkin boxed England's Kell Brook. Kell Brook probably showed, even though he beat Kell Brook probably showed a blueprint to beating Gennady Golovkin. And from that far, I thought if you came out of retirement, you would probably be the only person that could beat Gennady Golovkin. No. Were you inspired? Were you tempted when you saw that fight yourself?
No, I've always believed that Triple G. I thought he had good punching power. As a fighter, he has good punching power, but flat-footed, makes a lot of mistakes. But you know, boxing is totally different now. You know, I think fighters want a ton of money, but they don't really want to put the work in like I put in. We want the Mayweather paydays, but you know, look at my resume. There's a difference. Do I think that Triple G can beat Canelo? Absolutely not. I think there's a few guys out there that can beat Triple G. And Canelo is the top guy on the list that I believe will beat him. I don't think the fight will go the distance.
Wow. Through me a little bit. You fought a guy called Sal Alvarez. Now this kid was unbeatable. And when they talked about you fighting Sal Alvarez, many of us, like I'm one of them, thinking, wow, that's a big show. Sal is a young, strong bull. And you fight with him, Sal Alvarez, and made the fight easy. You're the only opponent that's beaten that made it look so easy.
Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is one of the best fighters in boxing, you know, right now. You know, I commend him. I take my hat off to Canelo Alvarez. There's a lot of young, hungry lions out there. I think experience played a major key in that fight. I have more experience than him at that top level. So is he he's gonna be at the top for a while. You know, you got other guys that's in boxing that's tough also. And we got a guy that's gonna fight in the UK, Gervonta Tank Davis. He's gonna be fighting in the UK, and actually we talked about him moving over to the UK, fighting on the regular over here. So we're trying to bring Mayweather promotions to the UK so we can, you know, 90% of our boxing shows are in the UK.
We're going to talk Mayweather promotions a bit, but one more fight I've got to throw in your lap. And a British guy called Kell Brook boxed Gennady Golovkin.
Yes.
An amazing performance, even though he got stopped. And after I saw that fight, he gave me the blueprint to somebody like you would probably be the only person that would beat Gennady Golovkin.
What is the blueprint?
I wouldn't say just you.
What is the
Do you think there's somebody else like that could beat Gennady?
Yes. I think it's a few other guys that can beat him. It's more than just
Alvarez.
Alvarez would beat him easy.